What's going on YouTube? Rob A again, and today we're going to be taking a look at Mastermind Creations' Reformatted R04 Leo Dux Mercenary Squadron Commander. Now, this is the third release in the Feral Rex Ferocons series, and as you can see, my box got a little bit donked on the corner there, but that's alright. You know, I keep the boxes, but I don't keep anything mint in the box, so it's fine. It's fine. As you can see, really nice box, just like the other Feral Cons. If you've seen any of my other video reviews for those guys, Bovis and Fortis. And I just pulled this guy out from the mail, so I haven't even opened anything up yet, but so as you can see on the back here, we got some very nice images of the Lion mode, as well as the Robot mode, and Feral Rex combined mode, also known as not Predaking, and this guy is, of course, not Razorclaw. You see a nice image of the Robot mode on the top. Some nice, very shiny lettering here on the side, and like in all the reformatted figures, the box is magnetically closed here, and you can just open that up and see inside some cool artwork here on the inside door. And here is Leo Dux himself. Well, it looks like his lion neck is kind of obscuring his robot face, but that's alright. We will release him from his plastic prison very soon. And yeah, just looking at him just like this, he's large. He's very large. He looks very impressive so far, and of course I'll have to judge once I get him out of the package. But just looking at the swords on the side here, these things are humongous. Like, you can, here's my hand, and here's the sword. So you can kind of get an idea of just how large those are. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up, and I'm going to check him out, and then we will take a look at him together in just a moment. Okay guys, so inside the box you'll find a couple of things. First of all, you'll find Leo himself, but before we get into that, you'll get this little collector card here. As you can see, very nice illustration of Leo Dux here. Unfortunately, you'll see he has his arm cannon. He actually does not include this with the figure. This is going to come with Tigress. And honestly, I think that's kind of a bummer. I get why they did it. They wanted to kind of spread the production cost across all of the figures. But I mean, I don't know. It's his can, and it's supposed to go with him. I think that's kind of a bummer. But whatever, it is what it is, and we'll get into that a little more later. But on the back, you can see he's got all the regular stats. You know, strength, intelligence, speed, endurance, cast, which is just the rank, courage, firepower, skill, all that good stuff. Very courageous, very durable. So yeah, cool collector card if you're into that sort of thing. You also get the reformatted comic book, Battle for Moratorius, sorry, Pride Before a Fall, issue number 4. And it's very nicely illustrated, you can see there. And on the other side, of course, are the instructions. And those are, you know, clear enough. They do it pretty well. All the contents here: vibrating sonic cleaver, double-plated shield, Oppenheimer claymore handle for Feral Rex, and yeah. So anyone who was wondering if the Oppenheimer is the official name for the sword or not, there you go, Oppenheimer right there, claymore sword. So, and you get a really nice illustration of Seraphicus Promenon. Wow, that's, yeah, this guy. So, yeah, instructions, but you know what? I didn't even need the instructions. This guy's pretty easy. So we'll get right into it. Putting all that off to the side, here is Leo Dux. Bam. Now, it's a little difficult to tell from the video, even using my hand as a scale. This guy's big. This guy's really big, and that is awesome. Just give you a quick sense of scale here. We've got a Masterpiece car. Here is Blue Streak. There you go. Just to give you an idea of the size here. So any of you that have this car, you should know what's going on. Any of you that have a deluxe Viacon, yeah, I won't even put them in vehicle mode, but you can kind of see what that's all about. Yeah, this is a big dude, so that is really, really cool. And so we can have a nice comparison. So here is Leodux, and here is Razorclaw from Generation 1. So as you can see, there's obvious design cues taken from this. All the the colors are all there. Very, very nice update in my opinion. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this off to the side right just for the moment and kind of give you guys a nice close-up view of what's going on here. So here is Leodux in all of his glory, and he's got this back here, this big plate. If you don't like it, you can just pull that right off and put it to the side. And then this can kind of go up against the back or whatever, just get out of the way. And yes, if you don't like the look of this on the back, you can of course remove it. But I think it's fine. I don't think it really detracts anything from the from this guy's appearance, so I'm just going to leave it right there for now. I'll give him a little bit of more butt, but that's okay. He's got a tail back here. That's pretty cool, little waggly tail, and this is actually going to become the handle for the big sword. He's got kind of ball joints back here. They're a little limited just because of the how everything fits together. But he does have a nice range of motion in the back legs. You can fold this up and then fold this back, and so very nice natural kind of cat poses can be made from this. And there's been a lot of talk about the rear legs being too thin, and in hand that is not the case at all. His rear legs are actually quite beefy, and it's really not until you get him in hand for yourself that you realize that. And that's a problem that I ran into. I was kind of worried that his legs were going to be too skinny, but it's simply not the case. So yeah, very, very cool. He of course has nice ratcheting front legs, and of course his paws on a ball joint and a hinge, so you can get all kinds of nice motion out of that. Also back here, I forgot to mention the foot, the back paw itself is also on a hinged ball joint, so you can get a nice range out of that. He does have a hip swivel, if you're into that sort of thing, and he does have a semi-posable head. You can open the mouth, of course, here. Very nice shiny red eyes, very nice painted teeth as well, and that mane is really, really cool looking. And basically what you can do here is his neck plugs into the back of his robot head to secure it, and underneath here there's a ball joint that the head attaches to right there. You can see you can pop that off, and then if you do that, you kind of get this out of the way a little bit, like so. Just fold that up, and then you can have much more motion in the lion head. You can kind of move it around because it's on an independent ball joint on the peg that's in the back of the robot head, so you get all kinds of that cool stuff going on. So very, very neat, very nice. He has his back cannons here, and these can go up and forward, and they extend if you so desire. That's mostly for Rex mode. Another thing, I think maybe my major nitpick with this is the color of these. These cannons are like a gunmetal, almost black chrome over the plastic here, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. We've gotten, all the other weapons for the Feralcons have been like this, the black with the gunmetal silver over top, just like that, and I think that would have made a lot more sense for these cannons. It would have blended better, because on all of Feral Rex that we've seen so far, these cannons are the only instance of this color that appears, and I'm not a fan of that, honestly. But other than that, really, really nice. And he can look awkward if you pose him awkwardly, but for the most part, he poses really nicely. Very, very nice, natural kind of feline posing. I know he does have this big, chunky, like, forearm, but lions kind of have that thing going on. They have very, very thick forelegs, so very cool. And of course, the mane, you can kind of pose back or down, or you can even have it folded up in this mode if you want, if it doesn't really do anything for you to have it out like this. But I really like how that looks. So there you go. He also comes with the ginormous swords, and to give you also an idea, here is your Viacon again, and here is the sword. So there you go. The sword is about a little bit bigger than a deluxe size figure, and they have some pegs here on the sides, and you can of course plug those into any available port on the lion. The only bummer here is that I tried to kind of plug them up here, and you can, they fit loosely. I was hoping to get more of a like a like a blade liger kind of thing going on, but it doesn't quite work out. But that's okay. You can kind of get it in the front here if you want, and get kind of a Zoid's Genesis sort of thing if you'd like. So that's cool. You got that. And yeah, so I'm going to pause the video for, actually no, hold on one second. One more quick comparison. We're going to put this guy here and put this guy, you saw him already. Here he is with his cohorts, Bovis and Fortis. There you go. So there are all the Ferocons released thus far. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here, and then when we come back, we'll show this guy off in his transformation, and then check out his robot mode. So I'll see you guys in just... Alright guys, so to transform this dude into robot mode, what you want to do is just make sure that his head is back on the ball joint if you pulled it off there. And you want to come down under here and pull this little bit out, and you're just going to split this in half. And these two are going to be part of the larger sword, so we'll just put those aside for right now. This little bit this little bit right here, you can flip down like so. And then you want to come around the back, pull the tail off, and you can straighten that out if you so desire, and just put that off to the side as well. This you can leave on for the time being. That's not really going to be anything to worry about. And you just want to take the whole entire back section here and just rotate it right around, just like so. Okay. Then you want to come over here, and these bits are going to be the legs, and you just want to pull those straight down like so. And then once you've done that, just take this red bit and pull that down also. There you go. There's his feet. You can pull this up, and under here there's a little kind of foot, like a whole extra foot down here. That's just going to kind of go out like that. Same thing on the other side here. There you go. So those are his feet, basically good to go. And then you want to come up here, take the lion leg, bring it up, flip this bit down and around. You just want to kind of line it up. You'll see there's a groove cut into the leg here, and it's going to kind of follow the shape of this. So you just want to kind of get all that up together, just like so. And then, I'm trying to get this lined up. It helps, I guess, to turn this around the foot here. Just get it all lined up. And there we go. Just like so. And then on the back here, there's a little heel spur that you can just pull out. It's a bit tight. There we go. Just flip that down, and there's the heel to his foot. Alternatively, I don't see why you couldn't just use the lion foot as well, if you so desire, because they're the same level. So you do have that option if you so desire. But yeah, it's certainly not necessary. And yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna leave that like so. And the same thing on the other side. You're just gonna come up here, gonna compress it all in. Put that down. Bring the foot down, the lion foot here, and then bring the heel out. There we go. Let's put that down. And there you have his legs basically ready to go. Alright. Moving on up. We'll get the arms out of the way here. You're just going to pull that down, spin them around at the arm here. You're going to take the lion paw, spin it, flip it, plug it, open this up, get the robot hand out, and then flip that around to face the correct way. Same thing on the other side here. Flip it around, open it up, flip it out, swivel it around, and there you go. There are the arms, and you can already see his head and everything under here. So here's the interesting part. You're going to pull the lion head off here, or out, I should say. Get this kind of out of the way as best you can, and you're going to take the pieces of the mane, and as you can see, they're on little joints here. You just want to flip them over and in for the bottom, just like so, over and in. And then these bits, actually I may have done that incorrectly. Yes, I did do that incorrectly. I believe you want to do the top pieces first. This part can be a little tricky just because it's, you know, I'm trying to get my sandwich hands in there. Alright. So just kind of nestle these in here, and they will just tuck right in, just like so. Then again, take the top bit, just put it right over. Get this out of the way. There we go, that tucks right in like so. And then now you take the bottom half and just fold it up just like that. So there you go. You got his mane all kind of tucked away nicely. Then you want to, there's the little peg that we flipped down here before. There's a little tab and a peg right there. You just plug that in to the bottom of the lion head, like so, and then you take the lion neck and just make sure it's clear of all the main pieces and just fold it right in like so. Yep, that's all good. And then just make sure his robot head is up and awake. There you go. And there you have Leo Dux in robot mode. Very, very nice, very large, very imposing. Really, really cool looking, very super chunky. I love how chunky this guy is. It's awesome. Awesome. So you get all the same doodads here. You get the cannons on the back, which we'll get into in just a second. You get this, he does have this butt flap here, which you can kind of tuck up out of the way, or, you know, it looks like that from the front, or you can grab this, pull it off completely. Yeah. You can take this bit and just kind of split it, just like so. Split it again, like so. Flip it around, and then close it back up, like that, and it becomes a shield that you can just plug onto Leo's arm here. So we can actually have a nice shield for butt kicking with. And you can, of course, take his giant, crazy meat cleaver swords and just get these in his hands. And it's not nearly as difficult to get these into his hands as the other guys have been, so hooray for that. Basically, just pop it in, make sure it's in all the way, which this side is giving me a little trouble just because it's got the shield kind of in the way of his fist here. But, yeah, let me get this off. Come on. Come on, shield. Here we go. There we go. Alright. He is armed now. There we go. Now we can pop the... just plug the shield back together and just pop that right back on. And an undocumented feature, but a cool one, is he does not have his cannon, but these actually come detached in the box. So you can just pull these off, his back cannons, if you so desire, and plug them just like so into the forearm. So very, very cool. He can have an arm cannon to tide you over until he's got the, you know, the larger one. Yeah, his feet, his legs, everything very sturdy. Let's do articulation real quick here. He's got a nicely ball-jointed head. He can look up all the way. You can't really look down too much, but you can kind of, you can push the stalk that his head is on. It won't sink naturally. It's very solid, very tight, but you can push it down a little bit just to get a little more downward motion in his head. He does have, of course, the arms out like that. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got kind of very nicely jointed elbows here. He's got wrist swivels going on. He can get up and down motion. You can flip the forearm around and get a little more motion out of his wrist as well. He's got a hip swivel. He's got crazy ratcheting hips. He's got crazy ratcheting knees. If I were to have one qualm about this, it's that these red joints, which are used for in Feral Rex mode to actually give him a forward leg movement in combined mode, they have a tendency to want to, when you're trying to push just the leg over, because these are super tight joints, he has a tendency to want to do that. So just moving his leg up a little higher, that's really all you need there. And again, really nice solid knee joints back here. You can see right back here he's got all the ports for Talon's wings. Very, very nice. So give me 1 second, we'll do some size comparisons here. So here's Leodux in robot mode and some size comparisons. Here he is with the aforementioned Deluxe Viacon. Okay. Here he is with his Generation 1 counterpart. There you go, just like so. And here he is with Fortis of the Ferocons. Very nice. And last but not least, we'll do him with one of the MP cars. Here he is with Masterpiece Sideswipe. So you can see he's a big feller. Big feller. He's super chunky, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, so just really quick, I'm not going to go too deep into this just because it's not, I don't have all the figures, and I really don't want to, you know, really do the Feral Rex thing until I have all 5 members. But I am going to show you really quickly the torso mode for this guy. So you want to pull off the shield here, and it splits into a million bajillion pieces, and that'll make sense in just a moment. We'll actually, I think that's correct. I don't know. We'll check it out in a second. Just get his hands out of or his swords out of his hands here. Come on, buddy. Let go, y'all. Let go. Let go. There we go. Yes, we are disarming Leo. There we go. Put this back on your back, sir. There we go. All right. So we want to basically start moving him back towards the lion mode, just kind of flipping his legs in, or his hands in rather, just like so. We're going to leave the lion legs back here. We are going to flip up the heels, just like so. And then we're going to bring the combiner port down. So heels go up, combiner port comes down. Fold the speed up. There we go. Fold the speed up, just like that. And then, well, you can leave these extended for right now, that's fine. Then we want to rotate his arm down like this, or back I should say, and then we're going to take the arm back here, and it's got a little bit where it kind of softly locks into place here, and we're just going to take his arm, his paw out I should say, kind of bend this all together, plug this in here like so, and then that's going to plug into the side of his body like so. And you can take the paw and kind of move it however you like. The official way I think is just down like that, but you can you can probably angle it however you want, whatever makes you happy. I may just do it like that because it kind of sits more flush. And same thing on the other side. And I do apologize, I know this is going to be probably a longer review, but this is it's a combining figure. They just tend to take a longer time, and it's a whole lot going on. So thanks for your patience. Just bear with me, and we'll have a fun, cool toy to talk about. And again, you plug it all in and get the arm plugged into the side there. Fold that down, and that is nice, and that is solidly in there. Of course, you want to do the main once more. So get the main bits out. They can be a bit tricky, but certainly not impossible. Everything moves out of the way well enough to get at it. It's just basically me not being nimble enough. Also, trying to do this with a camera in front of your face is really not conducive to getting it done properly. So just get that kind of out of the way. You want to leave this peg down here, and then what you want to do is you want to kind of grab behind the robot head here, and you're just going to pull this up and out, and then this comes out like so, and you just want to flip it all around. Just like get the gun out of the way. Come on, get out of the way, get out of the way. There we go. Just like so. And that flips down, and then just close it all back up. That back up. Lion head gets plugged in right here. This just goes and sits right in there. And then there you have Rex's head, which, yikes. Okay. Alright, so we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. You just want to kind of arrange the mane however makes you happy, just like so for me. And then we're going to come around here. We're going to take these bits, the shield that we had before. We're going to come around, pull this a little bit out from the front. We're going to come back here. This piece is going to plug in on the back, just like so. And then this is going to come down here and just plug into the front like so. And I believe this actually gets lowered down as well, I think. Am I doing this right? I want to believe I'm doing this right. Every part of me wants to believe I'm doing this right. Yeah, I think so. Oh, maybe. Okay, I think, yeah, we got it, just like that. Okay, so it kind of sits a little bit at an angle here. So just like so. And then these side panels come down from Leo's hip and just fill that right in. And then you have the option of moving these to whatever height you like. The default is the middle. So just like so is the default height for that. And then there you go. You have Rex's midsection, and dang, that's really big. I have not done it before now. So yeah, in hand he's really big. So yeah. Again, here's the Viacon, and here's the midsection of this guy. Not even counting the legs or anything. And of course, I'm just going to put this down for a minute. You guys may or may not have seen this before, but his swords can all come apart and then flip like this. You can actually have him, as Leo, hold the swords like this as well. But the point is, the swords come apart, and then they go like this, and then you attach them together like so. And on mine it's really tight, so pardon me, forgive me if I hurt myself doing this. I just need to do it a couple more times, I think, to kind of loosen these bits up. But here we go. There we are. So we got that. We've got this, which is the handle. And then these become the part of the hilt. Or not the, yeah, the hilt. And then these plug right onto here. And then use the other weapons from the other Ferrocons to fill this in and actually make a full, complete sword out of this. And it is, as you can see, ginormous. So yeah, here's the Viacon. And just a quick thing, if you have the hands here, Rex's hand that you get with either Bovis or Fortis, you can just have him holding this, however, in either hand, however, you know, whatever works for you. And if you're getting this guy, experiment with these, because there are a lot of ways, like the tailpiece that forms the handle of the sword. It splits in half, so you can combine these weapons all kinds of different ways, guys. And I'll probably show that off more when I do a final Feral Rex video. But for now, I'm just gonna show you what comes with him, and then yeah. All right, guys, and last but certainly not least, there is one feature that you need these for. Now, these are just regular button cell batteries, number 397 or 396. There are also other names you can find them by, but you can just look them up. You can find them on Amazon. You should be able to find them at most places where watch batteries are sold. But if you put those into his head, and there are videos online you can look up about how to install the batteries. It's very simple. Just watch out, don't bend the little metal bits that are in there, and you should be just fine. He has a little button on the back of his head. You just hit, and there you go. He's got angry eyes, or angry eye, I should say. Very, very nice. And when you turn that off, he's got basically the regular kind of black eye visor that he should have when you, or that, you know, the original toy had. And then when you put that on, he's got the crazy glowing visor of death. So really, really nicely done. I am very glad I went in for these Feral Cons. I think they are absolutely phenomenal. Bovis, I thought was amazing. Fortis, I thought was cool. But Leo is like taking it to a whole new level. He's quickly becoming like one of my favorite figures, period. So very happy I picked him up. Quality control is great. There's a couple of things they could have tweaked here and there still. But, you know, it's a learning process. They're a small independent company, and they're doing this as fans for fans. So I think for what they're doing, it's absolutely fantastic. So that's going to do it for this review, guys. I know it was a long one. Thanks for sticking with me. I do appreciate you sticking around for all of my videos. This, I believe, will be my 500th. So awesome there. You know, the usual stuff, guys. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Oh, also, the gold is very nice, deep, rich gold. It's not the same color as these. This is like a silvery champagne gold. This is more of like an Emperor's gold, I would say. But anyway, thank you so very much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, keep on going. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.